Okay, so let's be honest. Let's be real. Can you love more than one person at the same time? I mean, this question is not specific, right? But if you ask me, I will say yes, but it comes with a catch. You can love your family members, you can love your friends, you can even love strangers, people you don't know, or people you are just seeing for the first time. You can show some level of of love gestures to the person as a Christian. But when romance is attached, love becomes selfish. Now, do you really know what love is about? Do you really know what love entails? Like the popular artist Odumodu Black, he would say love is not cho cho cho. That is, love is not by mouth. You show love by showing workings. So love is a complex emotion characterized by deep desire, deep affection, deep concern, deep attachment for one person, or by either by a loved one or by a thing. But if you're going to rephrase this statement and ask me, can you grow a romantic connection with more than one person? My answer is no, because you cannot have, by the definition of love, you cannot show this deep desire, this deep connection with more than one person. That is stress. That would be very stressful, don't you think? How would you show love? You show the same love, or a higher type of love for one person to another. It may even be more than two persons. That is stress. You're stressing yourself. And trust me, if you find yourself in this category where you are sharing, a romantic connection with more than one person, best believe that it is not love. It's either lost, or you're just in a state of confusion. Don't get me wrong, humans are wired to grow connections. I mean, growing connections and keeping relationships with people is inevitable, but it is how you treat them, how you tackle them, how you compassionately, you know, tackle them and contain them by not selling your bodies and losing yourself is all that matters. You know, my generation nowadays would use a substitute in place of lust and call it crush. You see girls nowadays say, "Oh, my crush came to church today." Have you had a connection with that person? Have you had, a meaningful conversation with that person before you begin to grow feelings for that person? Or let's leave that and ask, why is even your crush? Oh, he's tall and dark. He has beards. Like that's the only attraction you see in this person. To me, I don't find it normal, because if that's the only attraction you have for this person, then I feel you need to do some self-evaluation, because honestly, I get triggered when I hear such statements. What if his parents are traditional worshippers? And the same goes with the guys. Like, you know, you find a girl attractive and then you tag her as your crush, and you've never had a physical connection with this person. You've not had an intellectual intimacy with this person, but then she's your crush. Why is she your crush? Because she's beautiful. She has a big backside. What if she eats human flesh? Please, did you get to know her? These are little things you get to know, from people before building a connection with them. Now, the reason why I use this question like as a topic for this particular episode is because I got a call from a friend of mine some time ago, and then he told me about his current romantic situation that he is in, and he needed my advice. He was like, "Oh, Chidera, I love watching your episodes. I mean, you started a podcast and all of that, you know." And he needed my advice on something. He's been dating his girlfriend for the past 3 years, and when he went out for a seminar, he met this particular lady, and they exchanged ideas, and they built some level of intellectual intimacy, and feelings kicked up from there, not just from his own end, also her own end. And they began to talk about romance. So I asked him, does she know about your relationship, your current relationship? He said no. And then he told me that he feels like if he hadn't begun to grow feelings for this person, like if truly his current girlfriend is the one for him, he wouldn't have been growing feelings for this lady he just met, because he feels like this person gives him everything, gives him the love he wants, the attention he wants, and everything. And I asked him, have you forgotten that you are in a relationship of 3 years? If if this relationship wasn't the one for you, if this girl wasn't the one for you, you guys won't have survived 3 years, because you know what 3 years is. Marriages nowadays don't survive more than 2 years. And you guys survived 3 years. So it means that nothing is lacking in your relationship. But like, well, yes, nothing is really lacking, but then he has feelings for this girl. What should he do? And I'm like, what makes you feel like you have feelings for this girl? And he's like, oh, she's pretty. You know, he was telling me her, describing her physical attributes and all of that. He didn't really have something concrete because they haven't known each other for so long. And then I told him that, okay, have you at least discussed this with your girlfriend? I mean, does she know about it? He said, no, she doesn't know about it. And then I told him that, look, you don't have any you don't have any concrete reason to have feelings for this person. What you're telling me is lost. And honestly, my dear viewers, if you find yourself in this category where you you're sharing a romantic connection with more than two persons, or if you're in a relationship and you have a romantic connection with another person, I feel, without any form of offense, I feel like you need to like evaluate yourself. You know, is this worth the stress? Because if you're in this category and things go out of hand, it's either you lose both parties or you lose yourself. And then when I told him about this, I told him that, look, I mean, first of all, devil you know is better than angel you don't know. Secondly, this is 3 years relationship. What if this person is just giving you, because you're in a relationship with someone or you're getting to know someone, the person is like a saint. The person is this gives this holier than thou, you know, appearance. First of all, it is when you get to know this person that you know the person's true colors. You cannot throw away a relationship of 3 years, and then when you get in a relationship with this person, then you find out that this person isn't what she claims to be, or isn't better than your previous relationship. You begin to look for her, and by that time she's gone. Do you understand? So 90% of the time where people find themselves in situations like this is lost. Is lost. LUST. In case you may be wondering what lost is. Lost is all about, is the opposite of love, basically. You understand? So that's for that. This is the Talk to Relate podcast. I remain your host, Chidera, and I am very happy for the previous engagement I've been getting for my recent episodes. And I want to say a very big thank you to you guys. You guys are the best. Some of you guys share my videos, and to the point that I was even seeing on my analytics that my videos are going to Ghana. Like, people from Ghana are watching my videos. I want to say a very big thank you to you guys for the engagement, for the subscription, for the love, for the comments. And if you have any contrary suggestion or contrary opinion on this particular episode, I would be very happy if I see your comments. If you tell me what you feel, I may be wrong, so I stand to be corrected. And I also thank you for the likes, the shares, and everything. Like I said, and I'll continue to say, I pray that whatever you guys lay your hands on would flourish. So far is legitimate, of course. So thank you guys for following me up in this journey, and taking your busy schedule to watch my videos and learn from it. So without saying that, expect my subsequent episode from next week. I'll be inviting a particular guest. This person would is also a relationship coach, so stay tuned. And until then, stay real, stay radiant, and stay relatable. Thank you.